Hi, I'm Danielle Joy and welcome to my channel, your source for health, fitness, wellness, and exercises. Today we're going to be cooking up my favorite recipe. It is a chickpea cookie dough, and I love it because one, it's cookie dough, there's chocolate chips in it, and it's delicious. Two, it's pretty healthy for you. Chickpeas are high in minerals, fiber, and vitamins to help with weight management and overall health. So I really love using them, and they're gonna be the base of our recipe today. So you can just use some canned chickpeas, that's what I'm using, and you just wanna make sure that you rinse that and then drain that before you get started. Some other main ingredients that we're gonna use today, and some substitutions just in case you want to create your own little mixture here. We're gonna be using nut butter. I'm gonna use almond butter, but you can feel free to mix it up. You can use peanut butter, cashew butter, whatever other kind of butters there are out there. I'm gonna be using almond butter because it's my favorite. Then we're gonna be doing a type of milk. I'm also gonna use almond milk, just staying in that almond family. I use a vanilla almond milk, but you can feel free to just do plain vanilla, whatever. And you can substitute for any milks of your choice. You can do coconut milk, oat milk, dairy milk. I try to be dairy free, so I'm gonna just stick to my almond milk, but you can really get in there whatever you want. Then next ingredient, which I think is my favorite and a big twist on what a lot of people do, I'm gonna be adding 2 scoops of my favorite protein powder, which I actually have linked down below, and there is a 30% off discount code in there if you wanna score some money back. You can also substitute this for your favorite protein of choice, vanilla, and I just think that it's gonna add a lot more flavor and a little bit more protein, so this is a more filling dessert. Okay, so I think those are all of the big ingredients. We're gonna go through the whole recipe, and the ingredients are gonna be listed down below in case you have questions. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, as it does support my channel, and let's get cooking. First up, we're gonna be straining out the chickpeas. So I'm gonna put these in a colander and just rinse them with some water. Make sure that they are clean and let them dry a little bit so that they don't add too much water to the mixture. We're gonna take 3 cups of chickpeas, add them to a food processor or blender if you don't have a food processor, and then we're gonna go ahead and add a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of almond milk. Again, you can use any milk of your choice. We're gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. My favorite protein, so I'm gonna use a vanilla protein powder here. I'm using 2 scoops. You can also just use 1 serving size of your own favorite protein powder. Then we're gonna go ahead and add 4 teaspoons of vanilla, and we're gonna mix that baby up. Make sure that you remove any clumps so that's a nice smooth texture. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our nut butter. So I'm adding in 1/2 cup of almond butter here. I'm just eyeballing it in. There we go. And again, you're gonna mix this up until it is a nice creamy texture. Once that's all mixed together, then I'm gonna go ahead and add a cup of chocolate chips. Yum, 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 my favorite parts. You can do mini ones or full-size ones like me, and you're just gonna hand mix this in. Then I'm gonna put that into a refrigerated container, popping that in their freezer overnight to chill. You can also just let it chill for 10 to 20 minutes if you're hungry. And then the next day I took mine out and I scooped that into a bowl. My dog wanted some. But look at that nice, great texture. It looks just like cookie dough. Okay guys, moment of truth. It's so good. I think this mix is my favorite one. I give this a 10 out of 10. I have delicious meals. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe below. As I post every Thursday morning, new content on exercises and healthy meals that you can cook at home. I hope you enjoy and see you guys again next time.